Hail ComicsGate and welcome to LionMill Studio. I am Ryan and I want to do a little Indiegogo spotlight on two projects that I've been looking at, and I haven't done one of these in a little bit of time, so I'm just going to go straight through it. This is Reaper Destroyer by Joe M. Sontag, and you can check him out on his show of the same name on YouTube, Joe M. Sontag, and go ahead and give him a subscribe. He's an excellent artist, very funny, CG through and through, and we're going to take a look at his campaign, and then there's also going to be another campaign that I want to take a look at, which is one that I have not heard of before. It's been up since May, so you know, I don't know if they're CG or not, but it really caught my eye. So we're going to take a look at Primitive War Issue 1 as well. And what I usually do on these Indiegogo spotlights is talk about the campaign, anything I know about it. We'll read a little bit about it, and I might even give a critique or two. So first things first, awesome looking logo. We got some people who do logo. I'm going to have to, when I get to the point where I'm ready, I'm gonna need to get somebody to do a logo for me, because I don't have what it takes to make. I literally not very good at it, and also don't have the software to make proper logos. I don't feel like paying for Adobe, and I've just been using JPEGs and whatever Clip Studio Paint can make for me. Nevertheless, this looks really cool. This reminds me of some old school, well, it says right here, action sci-fi adventure that captures everything about the dark heroes of the 1990s. I was going to specifically mention the Darkness and Spawn and that entire house in School of Art in Image Comics in the early 90s when they first came out. I always loved that style. I still love that style. I think it's perennial. I don't think it ever gets to not be cool. Now, my only critique I'm seeing right now for this campaign are the cleverly named tiers. And it's not a red flag. It's not even like a big problem. It's just like a little picky thing for me, because sometimes it's like I'm a real basic bitch, so I just want to know what it is that I'd be backing. The Destroyer doesn't necessarily tell me everything. Yes, it does have an illustration up here with all the different things that are available in this particular tier. That's true, but you know, I'm an idiot, so I just kind of think that, you know, a lot of people are idiots like me and would just deal better with having the tier say exactly what it is. JMS wraparound cover, $25. Oh, that's a variant cover. So there's a variant cover, Shelby Robertson variant. There's some good variant covers. Black and white line art edition. Oh, that might be cool. That looks like a Dale Keown. What is this? Oh, it is Dale Keown. Oh, that's right. He did a head sketch for Joe, which is really cool. Dale Keown variant cover, absolutely. That's a lot of variants, though. I don't know how that works if you order a set amount of comics and then you can change out the covers. Are they like different printings, or are they the same printing? You're just printing different covers, or I don't know how it works. Virgin 2-pack, triple threat. See, like triple threat, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to guess it's the three different. Yeah, it's obviously three different covers. The Reaper, you know, just write what it is. That's all I'm saying. Original art and $1,000 per page. That's a steal. If you get one of these to hang on your walls, I mean, it's Joe's a fantastic illustrator. And let's see what else. These are cool images. You know, and that's a beautiful city skyline right there, and it's got a lot of character. Joe is not using, or at least as far as I can tell, he's not abusing any 3D models of any kind. That's something I see way too often way too often, a lot of comics people are relying on using 3D models, and then they have no real understanding of anatomy. So and maybe I'll do an Indiegogo spotlight on somebody an artist who's guilty of this, and offers us some criticisms of that. But Joe he's drawn with his hands and his brain. It looks good. He's got some exaggerated muscles, exaggerated features. That's exactly what you want to see in a comic book. Excellent action. Colors looks nice. I'm always partial to black and white, but that's just me. Colors look great. Textures look great. Yeah, look at that. Big axe, super curves, super cool looking hero. I love. Then take a look at like these red areas on his forearms. That's really cool looking, because that looks like musculature, and it's supposed to look like musculature, but it's obviously not muscle. It's some kind of steel or metal or whatever is a part of his suit. But his suit is looking cool. That's a pretty good one. So that's Joe M. Sontag's. I keep doing that. Joe M. Sontag. Joe M. Sontag. We got Joe Weems on inks. Matt Banning on all. Oh, Matt Banning. Okay, Matt Banning is another inker. Oh, and he's touting the Strathmore 300 series blue line artboards. Now look at this. This could be in your house right now. How cool would that be? Man, I'd love a couple of pieces of original art. So you know what the thing is, with a book like this, there's almost no uncool page. I mean, look at every single page. I mean, that's okay. It's kind of establishing, but you can learn something from every page. And 6 AM Comics is doing some stickers, I think. So yeah, this book looks great. Go ahead and check it out. It is funding. I think he's basically almost already all done. Or at least he's very close to it. He's working every day on YouTube, and you can go check out his channel, Joe M. Sontag, at YouTube. And let's go ahead and check out Primitive War. Primitive War issue 1. I'd never heard of this comic. I just saw it as I was skimming by, thinking about what kind of Indiegogo spotlight I was going to do. Primitive War issue 1, the first 28-page issue of the Primitive War comic adaptation based on the indie novel series. Now, seeing as how I don't read books with words in them, I only read the picture books, I would not have known about that. But Ethan Pettis is the guy who wrote the book, and it's based on his book. And the thing is that, like, if it was a crummy... I have a feeling, though, I don't know what this is. I want to talk about this image in just a second. But what I wanted to say about this real quick is that if this book was not that great, I don't think you could get an artist like this to put as much love and interest into the illustration as I think I see right here. This illustration style is so great. He's such this guy is a genius of texture. Now, I don't know what this is. This is a dinosaur toy, poorly photoshopped on top of the logo, and what looks like a well-drawn comic book page. So I don't. Maybe it's a joke image. I don't know. All this stuff, I'm not reading any of that. I'm just going off of pictures because I'm a comic book guy. So what I see is what I like. I'm going to offer one criticism of the Indiegogo page, and that is the digital comic tier. Now, it is hotly debated in Comics YouTube about whether or not people should be offering digital tiers or not, whether it helps them or it hinders them. I am of the camp where I think that having a digital copy ultimately hurts you, because you could have increased your, well, I mean, you've only got 29 right there, and how many backers do you have? 407 backers. But, you know, a small percentage of 30 of these copies could have been, you know, physical copies that could push you over the it could theoretically push you over the scale of economies of scale, so that you can order more books than you necessarily need, and then you have copies to sell afterwards. I think that if I'm willing to pay $5 for a digital copy, I'm willing to put an extra $3 in there for, or an extra $8 for, you know, a physical copy. But that's just me. We could argue, and people have argued all day about that. But I'll keep beating that drum. Nevertheless, standard physical copy, that's fantastic. It's $8. It's only 28 pages. So that makes a lot of sense. It'd be easy to get that shipped out to you, so I can't imagine the shipping would be all that much. This illustration style is fantastic. The colors are pretty okay, though, man, I wouldn't mind seeing a black and white version of this book. Like, of all the books to have a black and white version of. I don't know who is this illustrator. Primitive war comic adaptation has been a shared dream between Ethan Pettis, the author, and Babisu Curtis, the illustrator. Babisu Curtis. I've never heard of Babisu Curtis, but we will check him out in a little bit. They began collaborating in 2018. The current comic publishing industry is cutthroat and difficult to breach. I heard that. So let's take a look at some of these pages. This is an awesome illustration. I love this. We've got feathered dinosaurs, which is, oddly enough, even more intimidating, because you can imagine, like, you're in the middle of the jungles of the Pacific Southwest, which is where it looks like it's set. Pacific Southwest. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the islands, the South Pacific. That's what I'm trying to say. And then you've got like this huge Quetzalcoatlus camouflaged with its green. I mean, look how frightening this is, and look how good this illustration is. This guy can draw. He can draw, man. Oh, and look at these pages back here. I wonder if you can. Let's see what kind of tiers they have. All right, let's go back. We're gonna look at this. Some of you may have been looking at this already, but I don't know. We've got. Ugh. Man, that was my fingers and my wrist. Oh, the Spanish version? We've got, translated by Kevin Miguel Elias. That's not actually a bad idea. To get somebody in ComicsGate, or, you know, like I said, I don't know if this guy's ComicsGate, but if you are ComicsGate, finding one of our south of the border brethren and having them help you translate your book, that might be a worthwhile thing to do. Variant cover by Ralph Lomotan, which, let's see that one up close. I think he's got it down here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That looks like painting on felt paper. Like black velvet. It's got this, and there's something happening here. Is this a human? Is that a dead human? I don't know. There's something happening here. It looks organic. Is it the foot of a larger? I'm not sure. It looks cool. I'm a little confused up here, right? Whatever this shape is, right below the title. But outside of that, it looks really cool. And then this is the team shot. This is actually the shot that like drew me in. I didn't even really notice the eye. It didn't register to me as an eye until just now, actually. But this is what drew me in. That's a cool image. that's an even cooler. Look at that. Look at that. You can imagine being these guys. So yeah, go ahead and check out Primitive War. It's a really good deal. Excellent illustrations. I don't see any art for sale. This would be cool to have in the back. Kind of pad out the issue a little bit. Likeness commission. I guess you can be drawn into the book. You can be drawn by this guy. I don't really care about those tiers. Some people like that stuff. It's not for me. Original art, the Hatchling. Now, okay, so there is original art, but like, is this it? Is this the only original art for sale? Like, are you not selling any? 0 out of 1 claim. So there's only one. See, now that's a mistake. I think you should be offering almost every single page in the book for sale. That's one of the cool things about, about the situation, is that you can make a couple extra bucks on the side. Like, now obviously this chorus, I'm sorry, what is his name? I'm brain farting. The artist's name is Babisu Curtis. I'm guessing he's Greek. You should be, like, for me, when I do my Indiegogo for my book, I'm going to have every page available for sale. As far as I can tell right now, unless there's, for whatever reason, some particular page I don't want to sell, but I'm going to sell every page, because that will help me print more books. And if I can print more books, then I can sell more books in the future. Well, that's my deal. But or at the very least, Ethan Pettis could sell your pages and then cut you a nice fat check at the end of the day for those things. So that would be cool. But just selling one, I don't, that's too bad. Anyway, point is, Primitive War looks awesome. Please go check it out if you're interested in a really cool looking, very affordable comic right now coming out. And thank you very much for checking me out. Be sure to follow me on the YouTubes and Instagrams. You can buy original artwork. I don't think I have anything up on eBay just yet, but you can buy some. I'm going to post some more paintings on eBay. And then if you have any questions, you can contact me at LionMillStudio@gmail.com. Good day to you. I said good day.